Hey John, how you doing? I've got your submission up here. I realize you said this isn't your. Let me see, where did that go? Right here. This is just a portion of your work, and I just want to comment on that before you get to your actual story itself. Okay, so the logo looks good. I have one recommendation for the logo just to finish things off. Typically, you wouldn't present the Olympic rings first because that's not that's the event. This logo isn't about the event itself. It's about the location of the event. So I think it makes a lot of sense to present that first and to place the rings in more of a, well, less of a position of prominence in terms of hierarchy. One of the things I would suggest is this. I think that your logo should, I think a perfect spot for your logo is right here underneath the 2022. Maybe move the 2022 over next to the 2022. We've seen that a few times in different examples where, like here, you have the location and then the year right after the location. So in your situation, you could have, where are we? Okay. Okay, Beijing 2002, then the Olympic rings. You could do that here, Innsbruck 2022, and then the rings. And I think that in order to do that, you would have to do one thing, which I think will help, and that's to close down the kerning between the letters in the word Innsbruck. It's just, there's so much space in between your letters. I understand what you're doing. You're trying to span the logo, but it's not working because this word is starting to fall apart. I think it'll be a lot more recognizable once you close down the kerning between those letters. Okay, that's going to give you a little extra room. So what you can do is you can put Innsbruck here, slip the 2022 right next to it, and then place the rings right here. And I think that's really going to streamline the work considerably. One thing I notice about the work here in placement is that well, actually I can zoom in, but you won't see it. Let me see if there's, oh, actually this is a PDF, is it? Yes, it is. Okay, so let's do this. Let's do this. Okay, you should be able to see that. Okay, you see that white right there? All right, so the logo right here is looking like it's just the red lines and then the type in the rings. But over here you have this extra white line over here, and I'm not real sure if that's part of it. You also have this red line in the middle and this hairline red horizontal stroke plus the white section at the bottom. So I'm a little concerned about the branding of your event. We can see that right here and right here. And those are the only placement logo placement shots I have, so that's the only place I can really comment on those. The patterns look great. I think the fleur-de-lis is a little too busy. I recommend removing the fleur-de-lis from here, and that's it. Yeah, that's just a little too busy. So this would be fine with just the pattern. This will be fine with just the pattern. By the way, this pattern here isn't shown over here. Neither is this one. If you're going to show your patterns, you should show them identically. So we're seeing some patterns here that aren't, like this one right here I don't see. This one I don't see. This one I don't see. Okay, and don't forget your color studies also. As far as the actual pictograms themselves go, I think that you were a little bit too heavy on depending on the pattern. What I would do is I recommend increasing the size of the pictograms themselves. And also I would not put the type on the vertical. That's something you really rarely ever do. And if you do, you typically don't stack the letters. You assemble the typographic composition traditionally as a horizontal composition, and then you just rotate the axis. It's not a recommended move, typographically speaking, in graphic design. I recommend using presenting your type on the horizontal. Okay, these are wonderful. You've got a lot of depth and dimension here, just based on the simple addition of that second gray. So phenomenal job there. Other than that, I think you're ready to go. And if you have any questions, please let me know. But other than that, I'll be looking forward to your final story presentation. All right. Thanks, John. Good job.